we got you back out here at the Oldsmobile frame. You'll have to pardon the noise. It's raining and we're under a metal roof. Some people say that's soothing. I don't know. Anywho, here's the tie rod with the adjuster sleeve. I had to fix some threads on it a little bit, as you would have seen in a previous, I guess, hanging in the garage video. So we're just going to try to get it close. We're not going for an exact alignment just yet. Just orienting the bolts on the clamps the same all the way around. I don't know if it makes that much difference, but ow! Gonna grab the board to wheel on. We're going to do a bunch of stuff in one fell swoop today. A couple of grease fittings I need to install. Just one, two, that's that one, that's that one. That's just the two grease fittings. And that should square that aspect away. Then we got the wheels turn just a smidge. I guess I should probably do it. Let me back you up just a little bit here so you don't hit you with the tire. And just visually straighten it out a little bit. Just to get her close. Bring a hammer. Thread's poking through this yet. Just forget. Well, there's substitutes here. With attached creepy crawlies. He's got a headache now. Down just a little bit to suck everything up. I'm going to go stupid crazy on the tightness. I want to get close to where we can put cutter pin in. Just a hair to hold it in place. Alrighty, well that tie rod is in. Oh yeah, it's towed in quite a bit, but yeah. We will figure this out when we get closer to actually driving this thing. So let me reposition and we're going to go ahead and knock out these bolts for this idler. Excuse me, for this idler arm. Okay, let's bust this bad boy out real quick. Get it? We did not get it. How about this time? Yes, with the washer. So the only reason we're doing this is just new hardware. Now these bolts, no, these are the correct size. That's right. Washer's a little bit smaller. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is put the short socket on so that it won't sink in as far. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use the old washer just because it's a little beefier, heavier. Not going to see it inside the frame anyway. I'd just rather, on a steering component, have lots of support there. Did I just screw up? I just screwed up. I didn't want that. I wanted this. So I use the long socket when we're removing it so I can push the bolt through the frame and most of it goes into the socket and then I can pull it out with the socket. But for the install I need to be able to keep threads protruding as much as possible, so we're using the short socket. And hopefully that will be enough if we can find where it's supposed to go. Right there. Pull it out, back it up. I probably don't need to, but I'm going to throw a lock washer on this one just because, well, I bought one. It's raining pretty good right now. Click. Bolt and washer. Perfecto. The washer doesn't want to come off this bolt. That's okay, we got her. And it probably doesn't really matter, but there's the difference. There's the new one, there's the old one. It's just a little bit bigger, a little thicker. Seeing as how this is going up against sheet metal in the frame there, well, not sheet metal, stamped iron. Let's go with the bigger, thicker washer. The last thing I want is for this thing to poke on through the frame. Where are we at? Right there. Lock washer screw nut. Click. Alrighty. That part's done. Let's throw some grease fittings in real quick. Okay, last but not least, 8-inch. Oh, so this is both. This is metric and quarter-inch 28 fittings, 1/8 inch NPT fittings, both in 90 and 45. Metric fittings included 6, 8, and 10. So that's got a little chart in there. Okay, good. Good. That's the one we want. The inner tie rod end here. Yes, it is. So we can snug it up and spin her around. There's a nut. 3/8. That one was, this one is not. I don't have a wrench that small. Well, crud. Oh well. I'll have to remember that next time we come out. That needs to go around about 180 degrees. I like it pointing down. It's definitely not going to be that bad. That's way too big. Straight, 45. 45. What size is that going to be? Go over here and grab a socket, not that it'll fit me on, but actually, that's like an 11-30 seconds. It's snug. Yes, they are. I don't have a 9 mil, I got a 10 mil. I think we'll go run over to Kevin's shop here in a second. I am flying solo again today. Hopefully I can get in there to the shop. Grab a 9 mil. See if we can't snug that guy down. Where I pulled that from? Right there. I gotta go look for a battery for my little impact driver anyway. So, that's probably going to be too small. Nope. That's not the right size. No, that's metrics. There's a lot of metric in that. And it threads in, but quarter, there's the quarter straights right there. Okay. good. That one. That doesn't want to thread in. Maybe this one is a metric thread. Yep, sure acts like it. Well, what size socket is that? Let me get that one snugged up over here. I'm going to go with a 7. That doesn't feel right. I think it's stripping out. Well, we'll just leave her in for now, at least it's sealed. So I need to go get a 9mm wrench. So let me go run over and grab that. I will be back momentarily. Alrighty, we lucked out. We found a 9mm. See if we can make her point the direction we want it to. I think it's going to get tight way before then. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to work. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Possibly you might have room coming from up above to grease it. I'd rather, like the other side, have it pointing straight down so it just comes from the bottom. But yeah, we'll worry about that when we get closer to putting motor in and figuring all that out. I don't want to spin it too much and strip it out. She's snugging up pretty good already. I wound up screwing up the threads here or something. There we go. I hope I didn't damage it, but she's in. She's pointed the right way. So, I think that's going to do it. We did everything I came out to accomplish today. The steering, minus the steering column, is complete. So let's, you know what, let's jack this thing up and turn the wheels and see what happens. Okie-dokie. See what happens. Chunk of wood there just so we don't tear up. Fancy dancy paint job. Kind of off the ground. That one's off the ground. That one's off the ground. Oh, those roll so nice. Put these over here. Kill some time while you guys are watching that. Tools in the way so we don't lose them. The wrench is right there. So let's see what happens. Holy cow. Kind of wants to. The quick ratio gearbox, so it's going. Alright. Well, we turned together. Functional check is complete. Nothing's hitting. Now, not fully locked, but ooh, that's snug. Cool. We have steering-ish. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this video. No more parts right now. I mean, the chassis is done. I mean, nothing's tightened because there's no weight on it. All the bushings are still real loose. But all the parts are thrown at the car right now, at the frame, minus the motor, transmission. Still got the cross member to put in. But, need to do some mock-up on that. But I have a motor to use for the mock-up. But I'd rather find a good motor and get it ready. I said it before, but I got a picture hanging in my garage that's just a chassis with it's a full running gear. No body. Motor, trans, driveline, all that. On wheels, you know, just, and it's actually taken from about that perspective. And that's always just been kind of a goal. I want to get to that phase. Although I'm sure we'll have the body on it. I always wanted to match that picture with my own, but I'm sure we'll have the body dropped on before the motor and trans are in. Although you never know. We got to put the motor and trans in to get the cross member located. So as of right now, we're going to stick with an Olds 350. I want to keep it Oldsmobile powered. It's an Oldsmobile automobile after all. I found a couple of 455s, but they're cores, and I don't want to go through a rebuild. And that's big bucks. Eventually, yes, I'll go for it, but right now I kind of want to focus on getting a running engine that we can drop in this thing, put the 4-speed automatic behind it for cruisability, probably run 373 gears in the back, and then get the body mostly squared away, and then get it on here, and away she goes. We'll get the floors and the cowl squared up. But I think the quarters and whatnot, we'll do that down at a later date, but because that won't affect the drivability of the car. We can at least start tuning on it and get it going. But time frame, I don't have a time frame. I spent way too much money on the Jimmy. I need to go through all the receipts and see what I actually did spend on that. But, that truck was 10 grand that I probably put into it. I've only bought the truck for 400 bucks. So that was, I did not stick to my budget at all. This one here, I have no budget, I have no time frame. But I'm not going to go spend $100,000 on this thing either. I can't afford that. So we can get ourselves a motor for 600, 700, 800 bucks that runs decently. You know, I don't care if she's got some miles on her, as long as it runs. Makes okay power. Doesn't have major issues, no spun rods, no valve train. I guess valve train could be fixed easy enough, but get her to where we can kind of enjoy this thing a little bit. And actually, I've got that 350 old sitting in the garage that it's a smog motor. I could throw it in here just to get this one going, and I might just wind up doing that. In fact, that's kind of what I was planning on a while ago when I started cleaning that motor up to get it painted, which I need to continue on. But, yep, we got the frame mount, or the frame side body frame side motor mounts pulled off of the other car there, as you saw. And we'll get them cleaned up, so probably next time we come out here we'll be putting those on. And yeah, square up some steering, have Kevin take a look at it, since he's the trained certified tech. That adjuster sleeve is way off, so I may have to pull that apart and just kind of center things up a little bit. But I think the next big focus is going to be floors, cowl, and rear filler panel on the body sitting over there. So that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for sitting with me and letting me yak about my car. Like I say, time frame, I have no time frame. This is probably still a few years out at least. But, although, yeah, technically, got a motor, and I have to get a transmission. I got a case, but I don't have a full transmission. I'll do another $1,000 to put one of those together. Although I'm kind of considering also going an electronic transmission too. 4L60, 4L65. Not quite sure how those work with the vacuum motor, because there's, you know, computer for the transmission, but no computer to control the motor, so I don't think they do them. But yeah, I mean, that 350 I got, I know it runs. Seems to be pretty strong. Be a good motor, it's just not a hot rod motor, it's a smog motor. It's a lighter weight block, so you can't really do anything with them without working the block. I'd like to put a mild cam in this. I'd like to any fuel injection, that won't matter too much, but maybe upgrade the heads, but I'm not going to do that on the other motor. That'll just be just the way it is. And that may go in the other car. But in all actuality, I should probably clean that one up, get it ready, use it to mock up in here with the transmission, run it in this one until I find a good motor. But yeah, anyway, I've rambled enough. We'll catch you all in the next one. I'm going to clean things up here a little bit and head on home. Go enjoy the rest of my afternoon. Looks like it actually stopped raining. Water's just running off the roof now. So cool. Yeah, maybe we'll make a trip around the track again. Put it fully drive this time, just to see. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.